experts in stage acting, screen acting, and even voice acting. I can say he's acting. Good morning, welcome, Andrew Adote. How are you doing?
Good morning, sir. It's good to be here.
No, that's the voice. that's the James L. Jones voice, right?
Well,
it sounds like that.
I've been told, yeah, I've done a few things like that. So
wow.
Yeah.
Is it not breaking our microphones?
Sorry, it's because it's early in the morning. So.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, and it's great to be here. And Charlie, I'm here to have some fun.
Okay, everybody, listen. No, ladies, please tune in because you have the voice that you want in the morning. For how long have you been acting?
Okay, so professionally, I've been doing it since 2008. But I started a couple of years earlier.
2008?
Yes, that was the first time we staged, Uncle White staged the first ever Roverman play at the National Theatre.
Okay.
Yeah, September 2008. So next quarter will be our anniversary quarter, which will be about 17 years, yes.
Whoa, but you were acting before that?
Yeah, I mean, it was like a hobby I was trying to get into. So I watched a movie, and the actor in it was Anthony Hopkins. He did some monologue. I didn't know it was a monologue then. All I know is that he did this speech, and it gave me goose pimples. And I thought, it would be nice if I could have that effect on people. Now, before that, I had never, if you knew me throughout my childhood, you would have never thought I would be a performer because I never exhibited those things.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I was never, you know, sometimes people do something like, since I was a child, I've always wanted to be this. Nah, that wasn't me. It was after secondary school, and I watched this thing, I thought, oh, this would be nice. And then I began to pursue it. So I went to Art Center and saw some lady there. I said, oh, is this where they learn the acting? She said, oh, yeah, their theater groups meet here. As a matter of fact, I am a part of a theater group, so you can wait with me. When the rest of the people come, you can join us. Yeah, it was almost like the things started falling into place to lead me down this path. So the rest of the members came. I introduced myself, and then I joined them. There was a Fiancra Playhouse drama group, you know, and then that's when I began getting into stage acting and the rules, the do's and don'ts, projection, and all those things you have to do. Yeah. Then I met Uncle Boy shortly after that, but I introduced myself as an illustrator.
Okay. So because you were an illustrator.
Yes.
What is that?
That I draw, like basically you draw cartoons and characters and things like that. So I went to see him, and I said, "Oh, I do this stuff." I showed it to him. And, you know, he just looked at it and, okay, all right. Because he was running the Rover Report monthly magazine.
Yeah.
So I thought I could have an opportunity to draw for him then. And that's how I started working as an illustrator for Uncle Boy. By then, he hadn't made it known he wanted to start Roverman. So I had done some work for him for a while, and then one day he asked me, what else do you do apart from this? By that time, I had already started working with the theater group at the Art Center.
Yeah.
So what else do you do? I said, oh, I'm with the theater group at the Art Center. He said, okay, I'm working on something. When I'm ready, I'll call you. That was Roverman. So when he was ready, he called me in, and then the rest is history. Yeah.
So since then, you've been with him?
Yes. I've spent a majority of the last decade plus either in rehearsals or on stage performing.
Is it like a contract with him?
No. It's basically, I'm just a guy who discovered he had this passion, and then I found this man whose vision lined up with what I loved to do. So it was basically me finding something I loved to do, and then somebody who gave me the platform when nobody knew who I was or cared, to give me the opportunity to develop and you know, grow my skill, my passion, and everything. So it wasn't a contract thing. I mean, you find something you love doing, you're doing it before you realize years have gone by, and you know, you are who you are. So yeah, that's basically how it turned out.
How many plays have you done with Roverman?
With Roverman, I think probably 50 54 or 55 thereabout.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in recent times, I began to branch out a little. So I've been working with George Quay, Nashoko. So we did Run for Your Wife, The Detective Calls, The Gods Are Not to Blame.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then shortly afterwards, recently, I did Honeymoon Hotel with Shirley.
Yeah.
Shirley from Pomaso and Africa Arts Network.
Okay, so now you work with other companies as well.
Yeah, I do. I move between because the thing is, you grow up in a home, basically. Your father teaches you a whole bunch of things. And then one day you grow up and you realize you want to go out and put what he's taught you to the test. So when these opportunities came up, it was an opportunity for me to go out there and see if everything I've learned over the years has stuck. And yeah, I think it's gone well so far.
Are you planning on maybe also establishing your own production company?
I plan on doing so, but for now, I see the next area I want to conquer, in quote, is writing and directing.
Good.
So establishing a production house, of course that will be in the future. But for now, what I'm seeing is I would like to get into developing a skill of writing, see if my creativity on stage will translate into writing, because of how I create characters and put the characters together and all that and create a narrative that I use to perform. I've been wondering if I can use that as an advantage when it comes to writing. So I've been writing some things small here and there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Things that have come out already, been performed?
No. Just
not yet.
Things I put on my phone.
All right.
So nothing suitable for the public yet. Yes.
Are there mentors or role models that inspired you on this journey?
Of course. The number one would be
Uncle White, of course.
Yeah, he's the one who really taught me. He opened my eyes to the fact that, in Ghana, we have this issue. We have this unhealthy relationship with mediocrity. And he said something. He said there's this saying that he really hates to hear, which is "Nipa beye bi wambeye nina," which translates into, we all came to do some of it, but we don't have to do all of it. So, in other words, you don't have to be all you don't have to do all you are capable of doing. You don't have to achieve all that you are capable of achieving or be all that you are capable of being. Just do something small and leave the rest for someone else. And that consciousness that don't ever be satisfied. Don't ever rest on your oars. Don't relax because you've got some small praise, And his life also bears that out. The man is in his 70s and he still writes and produces a play every quarter. So he's living that example for us to see. He's not slowing down. He's not, kind of relaxing. No, he's always on point. He's always directing. He's always sharp, and it's very inspiring. Yeah.
What would you say is that play that shot you into the limelight? A role you played in a play that shot you out?
I can't put my finger on one play because the project came. It was I don't think there has been one thing that has pushed me so far out there.
Okay.
It's been a gradual process, play after play, project after project that has, both on stage and on screen. Because when we did the Beasts of No Nation, a lot of people thought, "Hey, Andrew, you've made it," blah blah blah. But I basically just went back to my life after that. I didn't experience, all that Abraham Dem's experience. I mean, I just did the thing.
You think it didn't add anything to your brand?
I think everything adds something.
Something, all right.
Everything, is a progressive.
Exactly.
I think for some people, you do one thing and then boom, then you are all over the world and things like that. And then for others, it's just one little step at a time. You do, so my first play with Roman, my 10th play, each play I do, you gain a bit more popularity, you gain a bit more experience and skill. to the point where now other people see you and go, would you like to be part of our project? That is a sign of progress.
Exactly.
So we did The Gods Are Not to Blame, and then that also introduced me to a whole nother audience. I also did a monologue challenge organized by this it's a Nigerian owned platform called thespian.com.
Okay.
So he offers you this challenge where you do a monologue, when you win, he sends you money. So I did it, and I won 3 in a row.
Oh.
Yeah, I won three of those in a row, and each time he sent me 500,000 naira, which is no, the numbers are big in naira.
Yeah, let's convert to cedis.
The number is big in naira, but in cedis it's around 7K thereabout, which is not bad
for one.
For one.
Okay.
So I won like 3 in a row, and that opened me up to a whole new fan base of Nigerian followers.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's been like that, slow progress, a little bit at a time, and people over the years who have been watching me now were more vocal about how impressed they are with my body of work. Socrates Sappho recently went on radio.
He's Socrates.
Pardon?
He doesn't have the S.
Socrates.
Sappho. Yes.
Socrates.
He threw the S away.
Apologies, sir. So, one of our most honored entertainment pundits, Socrates Sappho, went on radio. I didn't expect to hear that. He said he, in his opinion, I'm the best actor, one of the best actors in the world. And I was like, hey, that's.
No, you don't believe?
I believe he's. I don't think it is in my interest to believe things like that. I don't. I think mindset is very important. And truly, honestly speaking, nobody knows beyond Ghana who knows me, even beyond Accra who knows who I am. I shot a movie with Calibos. Calibos was in it. We went deep into the mountains somewhere to shoot in some village somewhere. And the kids heard that Calibos was around.
Okay.
And before we realized, the wall, all the kids in the neighborhood had come to sit on the walls.
Wow.
They were peering through the gates just to catch a glimpse of Calibos. And so he had to come out, wave at them, yay! Then they all shouted, yay! And once they were satisfied, they went about their business so we could shoot. So until I get to levels like that, I don't think I have gotten anywhere yet.
You don't think you are known out there?
I don't think so.
Why aren't you known?
I think, like I said, everything is progressive.
Okay.
I can't tell you the number of times people have walked up to me and said, "We love your work. Oh, you are amazing. Can we take pictures with you?" Then I ask what my name is, and they don't know my name.
But they know you.
They know my face.
Know the face.
But
they
don't
watched
know.
Your play.
They've watched the play, and they really enjoy. They don't know my name, and they don't follow me on social media. But they love my work. That's the weird place I'm in, and it has happened so many times. They walk up to me, "Oh, you're amazing." Now I ask, so what? Just as an experience, I just ask what my name is. Then I go like, do you follow me on social media? Then now they awkwardly pick up their phones and say, "Oh, sorry, what's your name?" Then they follow me. So it's a weird place to be in. But ultimately, I don't think I get my friends tell me, "Look, you are big, you're out there," but I don't see that just yet. I think I have quite a ways to go for that to happen. But I do have a lot of respect in the industry. I have a name that carries a lot of respect in the industry. When Shirley and Africa Arts Network called me directly to come and be part of Honeymoon Hotel, that leads some credence to the fact that I'm doing something right. But as far as numbers, because now, if with a lot of the producers, it's business. So yeah, you are good, you are talented, but can you bring in the numbers? Can you bring people into the auditorium? And I don't think I've gotten that level of command yet.
Do you think it's about time maybe you became more intentional in pushing the brand in terms of publicity?
Absolutely. You know, like I said, for years I've been driven by passion. I love this thing and I'm doing it. Then one day you look up and you realize that, you know what? I think I have to be more intentional about the business side of things, about the branding and promoting side of things.
Yep.
And this came to me about 3 years ago when I began to look around and see, you know what? The praise you are getting is good, but if you are not intentional about certain things, all you get is praise.
Yeah.
You know, you can't assume that because I am good, these opportunities will come my way.
Sure.
There's a different aspect to things. Even the biggest stars in the world have managers, they have publicists, and they have stylists. So what makes you think just because you are good, opportunities will just flow to you? You know, so I have been making, efforts. Anybody I meet, any industry person I meet, I ask questions and I ask, what if I want to achieve this level, what do I do? And I've been getting advice and things like that. And of course, being on platforms like this. Talking about myself and, engaging on social media and things like that. I've asked Shirley for advice. I've asked Jocelyn. I've asked as many people who are in the industry proper as often as possible. I've asked for advice and guidance and things, and I take everything they've said very seriously, and I make plans and things like that. Yeah.
Do you have a manager?
Not yet, but I've been speaking with a couple of people. One of the discussions fell through, because it was awkward. You're coming in to take over things, to take over my negotiations and things with people I already have relationships with, because I've already worked with a lot of the film directors.
Exactly.
And I have a rapport with most of them. So what are you coming to do? Are you coming to now come in and now come between us and say, you know what, and you can't speak to Andrew now. Andrew now charges it. It felt a bit awkward. So that fell through because we couldn't agree on that dynamic. And I've been speaking with another lady who the conversation is still ongoing, but I want to concentrate more on somebody who is able to get international opportunities that we can really work on. So I'm still in discussions with her, and it seems fruitful. We'll see what happens.
You earlier mentioned the Nigerian gig that you had. Have you performed in Nigeria before?
No, I have not.
Not at all?
Not at all. I have not had any
not
opportunities.
Not for stage, not for screen?
No. I've not had any opportunity to do that. I have been, not for lack of trying though, I have been making inquiries and things like that. But you see, the industry in Nigeria, I'm told, is not, you don't just go there without some plan or some guidance, because it's a very aggressive industry, and if you go in there carelessly, you may get stuck wherever you entered. At least if you are going in there, you need to go there with some level of credibility and some level of respect. They have to see you as, okay, this guy, we need to take him seriously. Otherwise, how you enter is how you get treated. And it's not a bad thing. They are doing their thing. They are hustling. So you have to enter and make sure, Charlie, you hold your own. So it's been I've worked with a director, one of the fastest rising directors in Nigeria, a young guy but doing great work. He came to Ghana, and he's the one I worked with Calibos on that project on. He came to Ghana to shoot that thing. So I communicate with him occasionally. He's very busy. So anytime I get it, I tell him, Charlie, I'll be coming. So I'm yet to find the right entry point. The entry point matters. You can't just go there.
Just like that.
Yeah, the entry point matters. So it's a matter of finding that right entry point and doing work that will really, when anybody there sees it, they'll go like, okay, this guy has something. Let's see what else we can do with him.
How do you prepare for a stage play if you have a gig, if you are cast for a stage play? How do you prepare for it?
How do I prepare?
Yeah.
Well, the everything starts with the lines for me. You read your script. First, you read the script. Make sure you have a full picture of the story, and then you zero in on your part that you play in it. And learning the lines is, for me, I make it as slow and painful as possible and tedious as possible, because that is the foundation of your performance. So as I learn the lines, I also use or try out different methods or characterizations to see which suits the scene best. So as I memorize, maybe I'll memorize one line, then I'll add another one, then I'll go from line 1 to line 2. Okay, I've memorized that. So it'll follow till I'm at the end of the page, and then I'll leave it, go listen to some music or something, and then come back to that same page again and start from the top.
Hey.
So by that time, you'd have done something, so your memory would have been a bit fuzzy. So once you come back to that same page again, you'd have forgotten one or two things. You go over it again until you remember, until you are sure that the line is so stuck in your mind, you don't, even if you try to forget, you won't forget. And then you move on to the next page. Then you do that.
Wow.
And then you start from the first page. You do that process. Then you start from the first page and you do the second page before you move on to the next one.
So it is true you guys memorize everything and deliver verbatim?
You memorize as often as possible. You memorize, you do verbatim. There are
all the pages?
Yeah, all the pages. All the pages. There's a play. I'll be on stage with Image Bureau, George Kwe and Nashako, which called Death and the King's Horseman.
Yeah.
And it's one of my most difficult plays that I've ever done, because the lines not only are plenty, but the English that they use for it in the play is crazy. So I have to use these methods, because in Roverman they train you not to use prompters. So I don't like working with prompters. It distracts me because of how I've been trained in the play, in performing on stage. So I have to go the extra mile to do that. For instance, there's a portion of the play I'm going to recite to you. The character is about to undergo this ritual suicide, but it is an honor to undergo that in that culture, because the king has died and he's the king's horseman and he has to follow the king into the afterlife. So as the king has gone, everybody is excited because the horseman is about to follow his king into the afterlife. So he does some tunon and gets some young girl. He says as his last act of this thing, he wants a young lady to caress him and all that. So they marry off this young girl to him. And after he has done his thing with the girl, he comes out of the tent and then he gives the rag. There's a rag that shows if the girl was a virgin or not.
Okay.
So he hands the rag to the market queen. Then he goes, "Take it. It is no mere virgin stain, but the union of life and the seeds of passage. My final flow. The last of this flesh is now intermingled with the promise of new life. All is prepared." Then he hears the drums. That sounds like it is. Then it's almost time. So he hears the drums and he goes, "Listen. Ah, yes, all is prepared. The king's dog has been killed. The king's favorite horse is about to follow his master. My brother chiefs know their task and perform it well." Then he turns to the new bride and goes, "Our marriage is not yet wholly fulfilled. When earth and passage wed, the consummation is complete only when there are grains of earth on the eyelids of passage. Stay with me till then." This is the kind of English you have to memorize. So it makes it more difficult because you don't speak English that normally. So it makes the memorization very difficult because your normal speech
is not like
that. So I spent hours just memorizing, and this is almost a full page, uninterrupted.
Wow.
It's just him talking. There are other things he says till the end.
All right, you're still listening to Daybreak Hits 103.9 FM. We're having a chat with Andrew Adote, who is a stage actor, screen actor, and voice actor. What do you do when you forget your lines?
It's only happened to me twice.
Only twice?
Yes.
This man.
It's only happened to me twice that I forgot my lines on stage. The first time it happened was in a Roverman play.
Yeah.
And we had performed the play a number of times before. So when I forgot the line, I was so upset with myself that I forgot the line that instead of moving on to the next stage, I insisted on staying there and trying to remember the line.
Allah.
I was on stage with Kabute Okanse. The title was "Make Me a Woman Tonight," and I'd forgotten that, and I couldn't believe Miampa, I'm riffing line. So I was like, I tried to go back and remember the line, and I couldn't remember. So eventually, I had to give up and move on.
So at that moment, do you say certain things? Do you just do off cuff?
Yeah, there are things that you do, but that line, for some reason, that line had disappeared.
You need to bring it.
Yes, and I could have just moved on. It wouldn't have worried the story, but it upset me, so I decided to go back and see. And Kabute was gracious enough to maneuver along with me. But when I realized I forget it, I just said the next line, and he continued from there because he knew Charlie. And then the second time, it was with George. It was a Image Bureau, George Quay.
Okay.
It was a Detective Calls.
Yeah.
A Detective Calls is also a very word-heavy play. So I used the method that I showed you to memorize my lines. And I took it very seriously. And then one of the shows, George decides he's going to introduce sound effects. We hadn't rehearsed with sound effects or anything. So I deliver a line, and it's a dramatic line. And I deliver the line, and then I pause for dramatic effect and then continue. So I deliver the line, I turn, and George introduces a sound effect, goes boom, doom, doom, and that totally rattles.
Oh my God.
So I turn, he does a sound effect, and it was loud. Then I turn, and I realized I had forgotten the next batch of lines. So fortunately, there was a prompter somewhere who mentioned the line, and I was like, yes. And
so you have prompters around?
There was a prompter around.
That
I did not want to depend on the prompter. So I was very upset with George that he forced me to depend on the prompter. But I went to, I said, George, you really made it. He said, oh, don't worry, it was fine.
But we didn't see it.
No, nobody saw it. Yeah. Nobody saw it.
Because we didn't know the original plan. So we will not see it.
Yes. But I like to pride myself on some certain things personally.
Yeah.
And when that thing is interrupted, I feel like my work has been tampered with.
Interesting. Yeah. If you have any question for Andrew Adote, send them right now, 05488-41039. That is the WhatsApp number, or you go on our social media handles and drop the comment right there.
Yeah.
What has been the most challenging role you've played ever?
I think if we are talking about most challenging, there have been quite a few, but if I'm going to put most, it will probably be what we are about to do.
Okay.
The Death and the King's Horseman. Okay. But there have been a number. I mean, we are talking about 60 plays here so far. So there have been quite a few that have been challenging, that have challenged me over the years. The one that stands out to me now is the one where I played the Archbishop Duncan Williams.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
Yes.
You watched Nicholas?
Yes, I came to see that.
Oh, Charlie, yeah. So that one was different because I was literally playing somebody who was living and who was around, you know, and things like that. So, and if you look at me and you look at the Archbishop, I look nothing like him. We are not the same height, the same complexion, the same age, nothing at all. But for some reason, Uncle Ibo looked at me and said, "You are playing the Archbishop." And at that point, I'd worked with him long enough to trust him if he says something, and then just give everything my maximum effort to and
awesome.
And you were there. What did you think?
Oh, I think you did well. I think you did well. It was super.
Thank you.
It was super. But I have a surprise for you.
Sure. What's up?
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Kwame Dazi. What's your name, please?
Andrew. My name is George Quay.
George, your man is here.
Yes. He is the man. I mean, saying is beyond the national assets. And this gentleman ought to really, really, really be celebrated in a grand style. Worked with a lot of talent, but I can confidently tell you that working with Andrew gives you a beautiful night's sleep. because you know he will take it seriously. You know he will push hard. You know he will deliver. I mean, in my acting business in all of Ghana, the only other actor I know comes on stage with so much discipline in the male category is the man they call George Ajetianan. And Andrew has really taken it up notches higher. I mean, when you are working with Andrew, there's nothing to worry about. Look, even yesterday, we were working on the promo for our upcoming play. On a Sunday, I called Andrew and he showed up.
Wow.
He's not one of those who would say, oh, today is Sunday, you go give me TNT. When you come, you have to give me lunch. You have to, no. He doesn't bicker. He doesn't whine. He doesn't complain. He just needs the job done. And he takes it personal. So anytime I have a big role for a male performer that I know would not let me down, unless, of course, it's an act of nature, I mean, it's always got to be Andrew. And I've said this before. I've written it on social media before. And I'm happy to say it here again, that this is one of the few talents Ghana needs to celebrate. Uncle White said it some time back that Andrew is for the world, and I couldn't agree with him more. And anytime Andrew is being celebrated, I'm more than honored to say a big thank you to Uncle White for nurturing such a fine talent for Ghana. Because I think, like it or yes, in one way or the other, outside his own personal ambitions, the discipline from Roverman Productions has also helped shape him and made him the fine talent that he is for all of us in this space. And it's always an honor to work with him. You should see what he is doing with our new play. Death and the King's Horseman itself is a play a lot of directors try to run away from, mainly because it is difficult finding the lead characters.
Okay.
You know, I can tell you it's just about a month to the play, and we still haven't filled all the roles yet.
Wow.
So the speaking roles are just 12, about 12 speaking roles. We've not been able to fill all of it yet because people look at the script. They say, oh, yeah, I'll do it. They come, they look at the script, they see it, and they run away.
Oh, Omwajuani.
Seriously, they see it, they run away. Andrew saw it, he picked it, and he embraced it. And Kwame, you should see what he is doing with it.
Charlie, I can't wait for that.
23rd of August.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say, but because I'm sure he himself will tell you that maybe aside the gods are not to blame, this is the play that has the most lines that he has had to memorize. To the extent that, you know, me as a director, sometimes I like to take out some of the scenes and all of them. There was one particular place I wanted to take out. I've learned the lines already.
Oh, my God.
I've learned the lines already. You can't take it out. You know, so when I thought I was going to do the actor a favor, the actor stopped me right there. So, Charlie,
interesting.
It's a delight to work with him, and God continue to bless and open doors to him. Look, if Hollywood is looking for a talent from Ghana, this is that talent. His name is Andrew Adote.
Wow.
And he is a talent for the world.
Do you agree with Socrates for saying that Andrew is one of the best actors in the world?
Oh, I couldn't agree more. And it's actually an understatement. He is one of the best. Look, put Andrew on any Hollywood movie, and your Leonardo DiCaprio and stuff will come asking, who is this guy? You know, because he just hasn't had the opportunity yet, or he just happens to find himself in the wrong side of the world. But if this dude were in Hollywood, look, it won't take too long to have his name on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He is that good, and I'm confident and happy to say it any day, anytime.
Great.
Probably one of the actors in Ghana who's better than me. Maybe he's the only one better than me.
Hey, Abuaji. Thank you so much, George Kwe.
No, I'm dealing with my height mate. You are not my height. I'm dealing with my... Since we went out of power, we are trying to see how we can come back. So we are seeing if we can appoint, what's his name, Sami Flex as president in the near future.
George,
yes.
please.
President of Atwak.
President of Atwak. Okay, let's not go there.
I'm not talking about president of Ghana. No, David. I'm talking about Atwak president. When I say president, that's what I mean. A level kind of presidency.
All right. Thank you so much, Judge Kwe, for your time this morning right here on Daybreak Hitz 103.9 FM. And we're here with Andrew Adote.
Yes, sir.
What does this make you feel? All the accolades and everything.
Like I said, everything is a sign of progress. I'm grateful for every accolade and every word of praise. And I always say, let every word of praise and admiration be to the glory of God. Because if I look back on how I started the journey, it's clear that it was almost like there were things that were falling into place for me to get here. From meeting Uncle Ebo, and the voiceover thing. I already knew Jessica from City FM.
Oh, my former boss.
My big sister used to work there, so I met her through my big sister. Then years later, this idea that they say I have a nice voice. Let me see if I can do something.
Oh, you didn't know that you had a nice voice?
No, I didn't. My big sister told me that your voice is nice. Because she was in radio, she was like, your voice is nice. You try doing voiceovers. That was the first time I ever heard of
Who is she?
Voiceovers. Blossom. She goes by the name Blossom.
Okay.
Very nice lady. Shout out to Blossom. Anyway, so because of that, my sister stopped working there, but I still had a relationship with some of the people there. So one day I walked into the office, met Jessica, and said, "They say I have a nice voice. I want to try voiceovers." And then she says, "What a coincidence! I was supposed to do a voiceover with Oscar Provençal, but he's out of town. So you will do the voiceover with me." That was how I did
just like that.
Yeah. So it was like almost like everything just so I can make money for talking into microphone. Wow. Then the same thing with Uncle, when he first handed me money for illustration, I said, "Hey, I've made money for drawing. Yeah, this thing, I don't do anything else. I paid for this thing that I love doing so much. Oh, me and this job.
You could die the job. Beautiful one there. Name two of your favorite songs.
Two of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Hey, this is
You love music. Everybody loves music.
Yeah, everybody loves music. Yes. Okay. There's one song that really excites me.
All right.
And anytime I listen to it, I imagine myself where I want to be.
Okay.
And it's a very upbeat song. It's King Paluta's Yahe. Yeah.
Okay, you love that.
Yeah. So when I'm especially at nights when I'm tired, there's some I learn my lines best at night.
Okay.
And then sometimes I'm sleepy, and all that, but the work has to be done. So that's music like that is like coffee to me. Upbeat music kind of wakes me up in certain ways. So I play. It's one of my go-to playlists. One of the go-to songs on my playlist. So I play that song and I imagine myself where I want to be. Then all of a sudden I'm hopping up and down and I'm like, yeah, Charlie, film, that kind of thing.
Beautiful. And the second one?
Second one, again another hype song, a song that it's the Sarkodie's anthem, the Sark anthem. And because I'm also a Tema boy, that song really
I see.
Yeah. So those two songs, Charlie.
Okay, fantastic. Are you ready? Let's right, so that's Andrew Adote's favorite, one of them, Yahe by King Paluta.
I imagine myself in a private jet when I play this. Oh yeah. I go all the way. I push it.
And I could see you jamming along and vibing and singing along. A beautiful song right there.
Yeah.
And the second one is Anthem.
Yes.
Sarkodie. Are you ready? Let's go. Andrew Adote's second favorite song.
Yeah. I play these two songs always feature on the playlist when I'm trying to stay away. It's like coffee for me. So I hop around and I'm like, then I get to work.
Do you rap?
No, I don't. I'm not the lyricist, I'm not the type.
Do you sing?
On stage, yes. You see, that's the thing. I'm not a singer,
all right,
per se. So it's not something I do. It's not one of the things I say I love to do on my free time.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's never been something I do, but I had to learn how to do it because I was in Roverman and Uncle Ibu forced all of us to learn how to sing. So, the first song I ever sang in public on stage was on stage. It was what's his name? Barry White.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go changing, trying to please me. You never let me down before. Oh no, you always had my unspoken passion. I love you just the way you are. It sounded much worse the first time I sang it.
Because I keep asking myself, is singing and dancing a requirement for joining Riverman Productions or theater productions?
I mean, if to be a well-rounded theater actor, it's best if you learn at least how to sing and how to dance. I believe most people can sing.
Okay.
There are some people who are tone deaf and have to deal with those little things. But aside from that, I believe everyone has a song they can sing or they can perform and entertain people. We all can't sing like Celine Dion, but there are different levels of singing ability and singing talent that you can easily fit into. So I believe most people can sing. It's a matter of confidence that you can, because I remember when I was learning how to sing, there were times I tried to sing and my throat would literally close up because I was nervous, so the notes couldn't come out, and I'm sure for 90% of people that's the case, where they are so shy that they try to sing and then their voices, they get nervous and then their throat kind of closes off and their voice squeaks and they assume, because of this I can't sing. But it's just a matter of confidence and relaxing, taking it easy.
Let's talk about screen acting. Which one came first? Stage before?
Oh yeah, stage came many years before screen acting. I started in 2008 and I think my first screen gig, proper screen gig, was Beasts of No Nation, which came around 2015. So by the time I had that opportunity, I had already been performing like consistently for 7 years. So screen came much later. And then, so since then I've been going in and out of screen. I remember, because, stage actors are very expressive.
Good.
So vocal, even whispering, you whisper like this, and things like that. So I go on the set of Beasts of No Nation, and the camera is there and everything. And I understood this is not stage, so relax. I consciously understood we are not on stage, so we are not going to do any of those giddy things. I understood. So the director, Kari Fukunaga, who directed the last James Bond film, he says, "Action." We're shooting the Imagination TV scene, that famous Imagination TV scene. So he goes, "Action." The kids come, I start talking, and he says, "Cut." Then he comes in, he goes, "All right, Andrew, you've got a very big voice, very big personality. I'm gonna need you to tone it down a little because the mic is right here. It picks up everything. So just take it easy, relax." I said, "Okay, sorry, no problem, relax." Okay. Then he goes, "Action." The kids come, I start talking, "Cut." Then he comes again. "It's still too much. Okay, I need you to tone it down even more, okay?" I said, "Okay, no problem. All right, so let's go again. Action." The kids come, I start talking, "Cut." Then he comes again.
Hey.
No, he had to stop me 3 times.
The energy was up.
Yeah, so I had to what do you call it? I had to downgrade my energy like 3 times before the screen could accept me.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a very valuable lesson. So since then, I've adjusted. So when I'm going on screen, I know, even though my voice naturally can be a bit, I still try to relax and tone down because this is screen, and my body finally understood that this is screen and this is stage.
Apart from Beast of No Nation, which other movie have you starred
Okay,
in?
there've been a few. The next international thing I did was Freetown, where I played a Liberian border guard. It was about these missionaries who were caught up in the civil war in Liberia, and they were trying to find their way out. So they go through all these obstacles and all kinds of hell to get to the border, only to be stopped by one of the rebels. And then my character steps in to save the day and tell them, "Hey, leave them alone, let them pass." Wow. So that was the next one. I may be forgetting a few, but was after that I did some YouTube series with Shirley from Pomanso.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the first time we actually worked together on. I think it's on YouTube still. The title is Yellow Pepper.
Okay.
Yellow Pepper, which where I got to meet Anita Erskine for the first time. We played. She was I was her love interest in the series. So, and then shortly after that, there was Perfect Picture 2, which was also with Shirley from Pomas. 10 years later.
Yeah.
So I had a small role in there. I played a pastor. And then in recent times, we shot a series called The Osseys, where I got to work with Jeffrey Norte and Jacinta, the comedian. She played my wife, and then Jeffrey played my in-law in that one. It was very funny. There was also, and I think this year, we released a movie called Last Stop. Last Stop also I played. It was so you see the roles are becoming more and more prominent. So like I said, the brand is growing. It's
growing.
So very soon I'll headline something on screen. Hopefully I'll pull in people.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm getting the supportings quite steadily. So Last Stop, and then my very very recent one is on Showmax. It's called Kwame's Gambit.
Okay.
Yeah, I play a detective who is going through a whole lot of things, but has to do his job, and it's on Showmax now. And the reviews have been good, at least on my end. So we're trying, So small.
Which one?
I'm sure I'm forgetting quite a few, but there are not that many.
So between screen acting and stage, which one do you enjoy doing more?
I'll enjoy doing the stage. I enjoy doing the stage more because it's my comfort zone. I'm used to the difficulty of it. You see what George said. There was he sent me the script, and I started memorizing it immediately because I knew it was a difficult play, and I didn't want the pressure of time is drawing near, and now you are forcing yourself. So I put the pressure on myself beforehand, and I memorized the majority of the first act. Then he comes and says he wants to cut out the lines. The lines that, he said the lines are too many. I said, George, I've already started working on the script. I've already memorized most of the first act. So he was like, okay, then it's fine, So that that resilience, that getting used to difficult things, the mental toughness, the work ethic and things. Stage, if you do it right, it keeps that part of you alive. So when you go on screen, you're able to carry that work ethic with you. So when I get a movie script, I try to get the lines ahead of time. I rehearse the characterization and everything just like I would on stage. So I apply the same principles that I use for stage, for screen. If you don't take care, if the screen spoils you, what happens is you get your script, if you make a mistake, you get cut and then but if you're able to learn as though you won't get that opportunity, as though you get only one chance to do one take, your output is far better, because stage is literally one take from beginning to end. Yeah. That is stage. So if you apply that same principle to screen, you'll become a far better actor. Yeah.
Great. 0548841 is our WhatsApp number. We're here with Andrew Adote, who is an actor, and he's sharing some very, very interesting stuff I never knew here on the show. Now, between stage acting, screen acting, voice acting, which one pays more?
For now, I think in the last year or two, I think stage has taken the lead.
Yeah.
Stage has taken it. Because, of course, there's a lot of work that I've done in the stage, so I kind of have a reputation there. Yeah. I think followed by... stage has been more regular. So I can quantify that.
Quantify that. Okay.
Screen wants to be regular, but it's not there yet. Voiceovers also
like that.
It's like that. It feels like I'm kind of stuck in a particular fee range because of one or two things that go on in the system. So,
for voice.
For
acting.
Voice, yeah.
How much do you charge for a voiceover?
For now. My fee is for anything under. There's no structure for. There's no industry per se. There's no structure, so you have to create one for yourself when you go in. And I've been doing voiceovers for as long as I've been acting, so I've also kind of gained a reputation in there. So let's say anything under 60 seconds, I charge about 3,000.
Okay, under 60 seconds.
Under 60 seconds. Then if it goes higher than 60 seconds, then we negotiate. We find it because I can't do 3,000 for every 1 minute because the other 5 minutes will be like 30,000 cedis, know. But I hear it's still too low. I've been told.
And I've been thinking, I was like, okay, all right.
yeah. But this has been me trying to feel my way around on my own and testing the market and seeing what I'm capable of. Maybe if I have somebody from the other side I can work with to see if it can be more rewarding. Sure. It will be great. But for now, this is where I have gotten to on my own.
Great.
And you can't I know you can't go to those heights on your own. So hey, if there's anyone who has any more insights into the system, I do great work, so hey, holla at me. Let's see if we can do some proper business.
Exactly. What's the highest amount of fee you've charged for a stage production or play?
I haven't. You see, like I said, there's no system either for stage. So that it's not like everything is standardized. Okay. I've gotten offers that I have accepted. So Is it all right to be saying this on the radio?
Okay, to me it is all right. I'm a newsmaker, so to me it's all right.
I don't know if the bloggers will pick it up and twist it in some way.
Oh, don't worry about that. You're okay.
But yeah, I can say the highest offer so far.
Yeah.
Has for let's say how many shows did we do
this year?
No, not this year. For a particular
season. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
And I'll be of course I'll be adjusting everything upwards in the coming year. But just to give, and this is based on the work I've put in, the reputation I've gained over the years, and all that. So, for I think 8 shows, thereabout. I think it has been 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far.
I thought you were struggling to mention it. I wanted to let
No,
somebody...
I was counting the number of shows and I got.
Because I have somebody here who has the figures.
Somebody has the figures. Oh, wow.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello? It appears we lost him there. Somebody has your figures.
Somebody has my figures.
Yes. So I just wanted him to say it so we can...
Hey. Wow.
Okay, before I go back to him, let me bring in Martinez Kaswa Simon. Okay, he's on.
Okay.
Good morning. Hello? Oh, okay. I think still having difficulty in connecting with him. Oh, all right. Okay, let me bring in Martinez. If you have any question, any comment before we go back online to pick this mysterious individual. Martinez.
Kwame, I'm really enjoying the conversation.
Yes.
And good to see you, Andrew.
Good to see you too, sir.
Yes, I've monitored you from afar. Although I've not been to Roverman, any of
why?
Production.
How come?
Martinez, why?
I don't know. But
as a pundit in this industry, you've not seen any of Roverman's productions.
I've seen, but I've not been to.
Oh, but then you've not seen.
No,
seeing a play means going to the theater or the auditorium.
So sometimes,
to see them.
I see some of the works.
Okay, but that's not seeing
you haven't
a play.
actually watched a play.
Yes. I've not watched it.
Ever?
Yeah.
No.
In Ghana?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Martinez, you are lying.
I have watched a detective play.
Which one is that? George Quay's play?
George Quay's play.
You watched it, as in you saw it.
I came.
And then you've been there.
I was there.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about Roverman.
Okay.
Yes, I mean Roverman production. I have not,
No, you need to.
before.
You need to.
But then I watched you when you performed on that night to George Quay.
Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So, I really enjoyed your performance.
Thank you.
Yes, and
Thank
even
you.
where I was seated, almost everyone around me at the time was just talking about you. So meaning that they have been patronizing your works, going to Uncle Ebo's, And I like your honesty. I mean, some of the things you've said, very, very insightful, and you're very open. I mean, like, I see how you are open to, greatness, both from various angles with your opinions and all of that, because in as much as you are doing so well, you are still letting us understand the realities of the game. And so far, that's a sign of, a hero. For George Quay to come in and, give you that accolade. I mean, that's a huge recognition.
Yeah.
Working with Shirley as well, and even with Uncle. Well, recently we've been talking about how the theater is booming. I mean, as compared to some few years ago. Now it's energized.
Yeah.
With the likes of Fifi Coleman and Josh Quay. But then I think Uncle Ebo has really done well by holding it, over the years.
Yeah.
Because every time you hear Roverman, coming out with something, So it's like he's been able to stand on his feet and then fought this battle so hard to the extent that now it is very, very, very appealing for others to also come in and support. And it is growing day by day.
Exactly.
And we cannot talk about that without mentioning you, especially coming from that camp. You've really done well. And Beast of No Nation, I mean, that's historic.
Yeah.
Yes. And so your profile, your CV, your portfolio is very, very huge. I can understand that your concentration or your strength is at a stage.
Yeah, but like I said, in an effort to grow the brand, I'm trying to do more work on screen and all that, because I realized that the stage community, as compared to the screen community, whether it's TV or whatever, it's a bit different.
Yes.
So,
and Kwame, for me, I respect every stage actor so much. Not to say I don't respect, screen actors. Acting is not easy because you have to put yourself into the character. And Charlie, that transition will be easy. So I respect them. But then when it comes to stage, it takes a lot, mentally. You have to be very, very tough, especially when people are seated watching you just, doing your thing on stage. So for someone to rise to that level, we really need to commend and then celebrate you so much. Working with Shelley, Uncle Ebo, George Quay, how has the experience been so far with each of them?
I would say Shelley and Uncle Ebo are fairly similar.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, he used to be a lot like her in the early days, but he's found a way to get you to do what you have to do without resorting to putting fire. Let me put it that way.
So what you mean by a lot of hair means like he was wild?
Yes.
Okay.
In the early days,
there was fire.
There was fire, but he's found a way to still get you to do what he wants you to do without really putting that fire. I mean, he also adjusts and adapts over time. So he's found a way to get things done without necessarily exerting that kind of energy. So I think they are fairly similar. They're pushing you to do what you have to do, that kind of thing. George has also found his own way of doing that. He says himself, he also used to be that kind of fireman, but he also has evolved his style over time. His style is also more relaxed, but also gets you to do. He plans it so well that when it's time, everything is done. But when you are in the process, you're like, oh, he's taking his time, he's relaxing, but he's found a way not to stress himself too much while getting the job done. So you think it's disjointed and he's doing things, but before you realize when it's time, everything is in place and you are doing it. And I realized this when we did The Gods Are Not to Blame. It's a big play with a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
I was wondering, how are we going to do all these? Because with the time we rehearsed, the number of hours, I'm like, but before we realized, when everything came together, it came, all the parts fit together. So they're all very unique in their own ways.
Okay. Let me go on the phone lines and come back to you. We have our friend on the line now. Good morning.
Good morning, Kwame. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm fine, Chief. I'm fine.
Okay, this is Ken Saki, Riverman Productions.
Andrew!
What's good, man?
Kwame, 17 years ago, I stood on stage with Andrew to play Unhappy Wives, Confused Husbands. He played Mr. Freer, and I played the bodyguard to the president of the World Bank. And I think that was the beginning of an industry, or the revamping of an industry. 17 years down the line, I can say that Andrew has been one of the most phenomenal people that I have ever had the pleasure to be on stage with. I mean, beyond Unhappy Wives, we've gone on to play in other plays, Caught in the Act. He played Jojo Ronaldo in I've even forgotten the title of the play, but you know, in every role, Andrew comes with so much freshness. You cannot play below par when you're on stage with Andrew, because he comes back with something that will blow your mind. Actually, I remember when he played a role called Adepa in Games When Play, and this guy, you'd have to hold yourself from laughing on stage, but you also have to be on top of your game, because if you don't do that, then you do Yawa, you understand? And I call him a lot of names. We call him Maestro, call him Jollof. I call him Robocop, half man, half amazing. Andrew has been phenomenal. Solid personality in the industry that we are. And I'm grateful that, first off, I'm grateful that he's getting this kind of attention. He deserves it and more. But I'm grateful that I know somebody like him and I get to call him a brother. Not even a friend, a brother in all these years that I've gotten to know him.
You've spoken about his professional side. What is his personal relation with people?
Andrew, he can be very silly when he wants to be, and I say that without apologies. But if you see him for the first time, you think that this guy is so stuck up. I think, look, you should ask him about the time he worked in the bank and how he fell sick and couldn't go back because that wasn't his calling. But Andrew's a very friendly guy. He's nice. He likes jollof a lot, and he used to drink Milo, chocolate drink. He likes that thing. I don't know if he stopped drinking it or not, but Andrew's a very funny guy. He's a very friendly guy. He's someone you can always go to, and you can always throw jabs at him. We had this clique, him, myself, a few other guys, and our late brother KY. Who, Charlie, we could throw anything against each other and it will be fine, you know. And anytime we are on stage, we could throw anything at him. When you are playing against people like Andrew and KY, be prepared for anything because they are going to throw it back at you, you know. And our lives transcended beyond the stage. He was a brother. He still is a brother, and a very friendly, funny one at that. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Ken Saki, for your time this morning. Thanks for your kind words. Great. All righty. So,
wow,
that's your brother there,
yeah,
Ken Saki.
Charlie. We've been through a whole lot of.
No, you went into banking.
No, I you know, this is before theater and everything, and I'd gotten to that point where you say you have to start, you know, making money and see where you find your feet in the world. So. My aunts got me this opportunity at Standard Chartered, and I went there as a clerk. You know, it was fine. It was boring and all, but I got a paycheck and it was fun. It was nice, but I don't know whether it was. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I kept falling ill.
Oh,
yeah, I kept falling ill and staying home. And it wasn't deliberate. I would get these tummy aches and things, and I didn't know where exactly. Was it the food I was eating there or something? I didn't know. But one day I stayed home, and they sent me a letter that it's okay, you stay home, don't come back. Yeah, they sent me a message that it's okay. Yeah. So that left me with no other option but to, you know. I went on an exchange program and then came back and then made the decision to go into the arts.
The one in Malaysia?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I went on an exchange program, and to this day I say, I don't know whether it was the experience of traveling out of Ghana, being on my own for the very first time. I don't know what it was, but when I came back, and my internship was at the National Art Gallery of Malaysia, and, you know, this was the people I met, the quality of the artwork, and just how the people conducted. I don't know what it was, but when I came home, I just decided, you know what, there are these things that have been lying dormant in me for a long time. I am going to pursue all of them. So that is how I went to. When I decided to go into acting, my mind kind of became attuned to anything that had to do with that. So I heard this commercial on radio that said they would teach you a crash course in acting, and they would charge you a certain amount. So I got the money, and I was looking for that particular organization. When I passed by the National Theatre, I was literally standing on the steps, wanting to see where I should go next. And I saw this veteran actor coming. You see, this is when I say God kind of starts ordering your steps.
Yes.
So I see the veteran actor, and something tells me I should ask him what he thinks about that thing. So I went up to him and said, "Hello, sir. Good afternoon. I heard this thing on the radio. They said they'll teach me acting. They'll give me a crash course in acting, this. I heard it on the radio. What do you think?" And he goes, "Forget about those people. Go to the art center and join a theater group."
Which actor was that?
I've forgotten his name.
Okay.
But he's no longer active. I think he's grown a bit old, yeah. But he had big eyes. I remember he had big eyes. He's a slim man, dark skinned. He has big eyes. That's what I remember about him. He said, "Forget about that. Go to the art center and join a theater group." So I walked from National Theatre. I walked to the art center, and that's where I met the girl I told you about, who also said, "Oh, I'm part of a theater group. I'm early. Wait with me. When the rest of them come, you can join us." And that's how it started.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. Adam mentioned to me. Please come in. Any question, comment?
Oh, all I'll say is he's an amazing actor.
He is.
I behind the scenes, we were talking about him. He's fantastic. I mean, when it comes to, I've acted before. But go on YouTube, check Chronicles of
Campus. The one
Campus
you did
Life.
was in school.
Yes.
Abu School.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Chronicles
But
of
was that
Campus
acting?
Life.
No, it's not acting. No,
But it's what?
The one you
it's
did
jogging.
No, the one you did in that thing, was it acting?
It's jogging.
Hey,
So,
2nd August.
I appreciate. I mean, when I see an actor, I've been there before. And he's fantastic. His gestures, I mean, how he's able to be in character. I mean, that it's amazing, and I really appreciate the fact that he's seen the need to, be able to reinforce or go for a new set of markets to add up to what he has already.
Yeah.
Because, the brand has been built in there. The ability to reinforce it with the other market further enhances, his brand personality. And definitely it will lead to other opportunities among others. So I think it's a good move. Is a good step. He needs to pursue it.
Awesome. Martinez,
Yes,
the final one from you then.
Andrew, I want to find out, as an actor, which Ghanaian movie is your best movie so far?
That I've been in?
No. Among the movies you've watched, which one did you enjoy? Your top among them.
Doing one or several or...
No. Like, let's say all the movies you've watched so
Ghanaian
far.
movies.
Ghanaian movies.
That I've
Ghanaian
watched.
production that you've watched. Which one did you enjoy so much?
Okay. All right. The one that jumps out to me that I watched and I was impressed with I went to the cinema to watch. I was impressed with the cinematography and I was like, oh, this is impressive. Was the very recent one, which was Shirley Frimpong-Mansour's Two of a Kind.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember watching, and I know the cameraman who did it.
Okay.
So I remember saying, I was like, "Hey, Charlie, the thing you saw, because I'm now been familiar with the technical side, I know what it takes to achieve certain shots, and I was very impressed with what I saw there. There are others that I haven't had the opportunity to see, so I can't speak on. But Two of a Kind is good. For some reason, there was an Inspector Bediako movie that when I watched when I was a kid, that still stays with me.
Okay.
That was when Dr. Brew Riverson Jr. was active. He played the detective. Oscar Provençal played another role in there. And there was this huge stunt that they did where someone jumped off the National Theatre roof, and there was and as a child seeing that, I remember going, "Wow, this is awesome."
Okay, so you had an inspiration from there.
And I've never forgotten that movie. I think it was is it Tiger of Mwamba or something? It was that good. There was David Dontor, Dr. B. Riverson, Oscar Provençal. All the three of them were in that movie, and it blew my mind. As a boy, it blew my mind. So, because I'm in a bit of a sport, I'm sure there were others that I saw.
Yeah.
But for my childhood, it was that movie, and in most recent times, it's two of a kind.
So, what do you think we can learn from it? Although you mentioned the cinematography,
yeah.
But aside that, since you're an actor, I believe those listening are also going to learn something from based on what you saw.
I think the Uncle Ibu always says the things that stay with people are not the big things; it is the little things. So for me, it was that stunt I saw in the Inspector Bediako movie, and then for Two of a Kind, it was how the camera moved. You see, excellence doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be explosive. There's just one little thing that you will do that stays with people forever, And I think in our rush to produce and make profit and things, sometimes we lose sight of those little things, those little details that make a work of art unique and stand out. So we go for the mass-produced, formulaic kind of thing. But I think if we also start thinking globally, like something that will stand against any movie across the world, even if we are not able to reach that, we will elevate above where we are now, because we don't have their resources, but we can do something that can stand on the same level as, and especially in writing. I think everything starts from the writing. I think our writing has not been compelling enough, because if the writing is good, if the story is good, people will forgive the lapses maybe in cinematography and all that, because you gripped them with the story. So I think we need to tell more unique, more interesting stories.
Awesome. All right, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Some comments read here. This one from Bina Cherish, and says, director taking some credits as well. Love the fact that he's near with details and research everything before approaching. Andrew is indeed an asset to the world voice-over champion. Let us tell him now, Andrew Adote, you have a nice, amazing voice. Okay, this is from Bina Cherish, and this second one is from Sketch, Beard and Brush. Good guy in all stages. This one says, good morning, Kwame. This is Ni Adote, the second from Nungwa. Tell Andrew he's making Ghana proud. God bless him. Andrew, your final words before we say goodbye to our listeners.
The best is yet to come. I'm grateful to God for how far I have come. But it still feels like I'm just getting started, and it's only the beginning. So watch this space.
Lovely. We are watching this.